Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sierra Rescue Farm. Today we're taking a little trip. I don't know if this camera's gonna go flying off my dash. It's not really secure. So what are we talking about today? Today I am heading out to Tractor Supply Company to Chick Days. I wanted to do a review on Chick Days and also just Tractor Supply in general. And you guys know how this works. Would I go back and shop at Tractor Supply? Well, yeah, duh. I'm going there right now. So of course I go to Tractor Supply. Do I recommend people go to Tractor Supply? Yes, I do. I love Tractor Supply. I think it's great. I don't really know anyone that has a problem with it. I'm sure somebody somewhere does. Look, I try to always support local stores. I get all my feed from a local dealer. I'll take you out there one day. Savage Sheep out in Herlong, California. Great place. Even the guys out at Savage Sheep go to Tractor Supply. Look, you know, they don't carry everything. They carry feed, you know, so you can't get all your different things. You know, my Tractor Supply, which probably is the same with all Tractor Supplies, carries hardware, even decorative items, clothing, all kinds of cool stuff. And you know, they employ a lot of my friends and a lot of people out in the community here, so I can't really complain. They're giving lots of people a job that live out here. You guys know this. Let me get cruise control on here. All right, much better. Even big retailers, Walmart or Ace, everything that's in a small town costs more. You're gonna pay more than you would in a larger town. Part of it, I guess, is legitimate. They don't do as much sales in a small town, so in order to keep, you know, to make it profitable, maybe they charge more. But I think a lot of it's unfair. I think a lot of it is you've got nowhere else to go. I literally, if I wanted to go to anywhere but my local Tractor Supply, which is still a 30-minute drive, I'd have to drive to Reno, and that's an hour and a half. So you're stuck, and they sort of gouge you. If Tractor Supply in Susanville is prices are more expensive than they are in Reno or in big towns, I don't notice it. It's small, if anything. It's a small markup, if not exactly the same as it is everywhere else. But let's get to Chicks and Chick Days. Chick Days is a thing that happens at every Tractor Supply, usually, well, not usually, in the spring. It seems to me like it's getting longer and longer though. Maybe it's me, but it seems like it's starting earlier and it lasts longer, at least in Susanville. And I do highly recommend getting your chicks from Tractor Supply. Now, I imagine every Tractor Supply across the country is different because they're probably not all getting their chicks from the same hatcheries. I don't know, maybe I'll look into it. If you know, say in the comments. But our chicks that we get are always healthy, they're strong. I didn't always get my chicks from Tractor Supply. I used to order my chicks in the mail. I don't anymore. Do want to talk about where I got mine, in case you do want to order chicks in the mail, because it's a great place. Myers Hatchery out of Ohio. Myers Hatchery. Absolutely great. If you're looking for a variety of different breeds or show breeds, they are just a great company, great to work with. I have called their customer service. Their customer service is excellent. They remember you by your first name. It's amazing. The people you talk to in customer service actually work there. They actually also pick up the phone. They don't have a phone tree to go through. Why I stopped getting them is they're in Ohio and I'm in California. And the shipping time isn't always what it's supposed to be. They do try and ship them at a certain, you know, on a certain expedited freight, but they have to go through the U.S. Post. The U.S. Mail is the only, I believe, is the only postal system that will still ship live animals. And they're not always getting you stuff on time. I'm just going to be honest. Once I had to wait 6 days for chicks that were supposed to be here in 3. They also call you. You have to go to the post office in order to pick up live animals. It's just the way it works. They just don't survive. a shipment of, especially if it's cold out, chicks just aren't going to make it. And that's just unfortunate. And so no matter how many times I tried, I just got tired of them, you know, not showing up alive. Now Myers will replace them absolutely free. The Myers chicks that I did get that would live were extremely healthy. Absolutely recommend Myers if you live in Ohio or on the East Coast where the shipping's only a day. Chicks can be shipped. They usually do absolutely fine as long as they're not shipped for a long period of time. The other thing I like about Myers, that's different than Tractor Supply, is Myers does offer vaccinations against Merek's disease. So we'll talk about Merek's maybe in another video. I do have Merek's on my farm. I have lost a few chickens to it. So Tractor Supply does not vaccinate their chickens, probably because some people don't want their chickens vaccinated, but they don't even offer it as a thing they do in the store. That would be a cool thing, and I'd be willing to pay an extra $1 or $2 to have it, at least in my situation. Little secret, you may not know this either. I got eggs, so fertilized eggs, off of Etsy, of all places. So Etsy, you know, the craft store, sells fertilized chicken eggs, and they're not a bad price, and the people do a great job of packing them. I never have received one broken. They don't all hatch. I've got about a 50 to 65% I would say hatch rate with eggs shipped in the mail, but you can get all kinds of fancy breeds. The reason I started doing that instead of going to Tractor Supply, I wasn't carrying Easter eggers, and I like to get Easter eggers. But now they do. They started carrying. In fact, I just think because of the success of our area with chick days, that we've got all kinds of breeds. So what are some of the drawbacks? One of the drawbacks is when you go to a Tractor Supply, you're not going to get a lot of exotic breeds. They carry Leghorns, Easter eggers, hard rocks, you know, it's a variety. They even have ducks now, but you're not going to get any of the like Polish breeds or black Morans or anything like that. But that's not a big hindrance. They do have sexed chicks, so you can get all female, you know, in quotes. You know, if you're new to this, you're new to chickens, it's very difficult to sex chickens when they're chicks. They do it under a microscope or with a magnifying glass, and they don't always get it right. But that just means they tried, right? They did their best. At least, you know, you got a better chance of not getting a rooster. And they'll call them pullets, by the way. A pullet is just a female baby chick. If it's not sexed, it'll say mixed. And that's how you know the difference. Did I tell you they would refund them? So just like Myers and just like other places, if your chicks die for any reason, Tractor Supply, at least my Tractor Supply, will replace them for free, no questions asked. You do not have to prove that they're dead. You do not have to bring them in the store. In fact, they made a big point of telling me don't bring them in the store. They don't want to see dead chicks. They will take your word on it. So I've had really, really good luck with all of the chicks I've bought from Tractor Supply. And they're, like I said, they're extremely healthy. They're way more healthy than the ones that I had shipped, or even the ones that I hatched myself. A drawback to hatching them yourselves, by the way, is you got no chance of figuring out whether they're male or female. And in this last batch that I did, I had about 7 that were born, and 5 of them were roosters. Having that many roosters is a problem. They're mean, they fight with each other. You know, you can have 1 or 2 roosters. I think there's I'll look online and I'll post it right here above my head, but there is a ratio. I want to say it's 1 to 10, like 1 rooster to 10 hens. I think maybe it's a little less, maybe it's 1 to 8, but just look above my head and I'll see what the experts say. The best solution is the one that I am doing right now, and that is to get in your car and truck and drive on down to Tractor Supply. One more drawback. Now, I'll blame myself for this. I need to pick up other stuff there as well. Oh, 2 more drawbacks. Maybe I can come up with drawbacks all day. It's always easier to find the negatives than the positive, isn't it? But the first of the 2 drawbacks I just thought of, one is, I don't know that they're gonna have chicks. Now, I could have just called and asked. They always pick up. My local place, you know, they pretty much, I got them on speed dial. I did call to see if they were open, because today's Memorial Day, but I forgot to ask if they had chicks. And they run out fast. I would say within a day of getting them, they're gone. So that's another drawback. You just never know. They might even say they've got them, and by the time you get there, they're gone. All right, I'm here, and I just thought of some other positive thing. Tractor Supply is open from, I think, 8 to 9 or 8 to 10, but it's open a lot, way more than the feed store is, you know, which is understandable. The feed store doesn't have a team of, you know, 9 people that work there, but I like that. I can come here almost any time, even on holidays when the feed store is going to be closed, they're going to be open. So there's another positive. Well, just like I said, got in and they're out of chicks. I know that's the big payoff for this video. I'm not gonna finish it until I get pictures of cute chicks. So I will wait. They're supposed to be in Wednesday, and I might just edit this whole part out and just make it look like they were there when I got there. Okay, here's some chicken words that you could learn. They're divided up into babies, or chicks. Oh, where are they? A chicken that is a female. Wait, let me try this again. I gotta draw a chart. Male, female. All right, chickens. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. I think one of my gotten out. What are you doing? I gotta start that whole bit over. Okay, I realized my chicken terms were complicated, so I came out here to draw a chart. All right, so chickens, and then make a slash down the middle, and you've got boy chickens on this side and girl chickens on this side. All right, following me? All right, boy side. A boy chicken that is 1 year old or less is a cockerel or a cockerel. A male chicken that is 1 year old or older is a cock. On the female side, the girl side, a girl chicken that's 1 year old or less is a pullet. 1 year or older is a hen. That's it. And then there's actually 3 different zones they go through. One is a chick, then they become a juvenile, and then they become a fully grown adult. So there's those 3 phases. And I think it's funny, you saw the pretty chicks, but the juvenile chickens, you've probably never seen one. They don't show juvenile chickens because they're so ugly. They look like vultures. They look like baby vultures, not baby chickens. So nobody ever sees them, right? Because no one's ever taken a picture of them. So today, for the first time, I'm going to show you a juvenile chicken. You've seen the babies. I'll show you what the adults look like after, but now I'll show you the juveniles. All right, we're back in the baby barn, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see him. He's not going to run away. But that is a juvenile chicken, the big one, next to the chicks. So these chicks are about 5 to 10 days old. And then this big guy, he's probably 8 weeks old. I wish you could see him. Now, I should have called him ugly. I mean, but he doesn't look like a chicken. I mean, it looks more like a hawk or a sparrow or anything. Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay, okay. All right. Now I'll show you one that's about twice that age, so maybe 8 to 16 weeks old. Whenever I come outside, they run inside, and whenever I run inside, they run outside. I don't know if it's a game they're playing with me. Oh, there he is. That's the one I'm trying to show you, but oh, he won't sit still. He's back outside. Okay, I think I may have outsmarted him this time. What I'm gonna do is go in front of the doors. So now if they want to go back inside, the only way is to come past me. Oh, but he snuck out the gate. No. So now don't worry. He actually gets out all the time. It's not like he's in any danger. Or I should say she's in any danger. But I'm gonna try to sit down. Maybe she'll calm down so you can get a good look at her. Now you can kind of see her. Oh, don't do that. All right, I'm just gonna leave her alone. But you can see, well, I guess this one's starting kind of to look like more like a chicken. But just 2 weeks ago, I'm talking full-on vulture, turkey vulture, not just any vulture, you know, one of those ones that look like all the feathers fell off their head. Well, we laughed, we cried, we learned about chickens. So that is my sort of review, as well as a little off the ranch combo coming at you, combining 2 shows in one, mixing it up a bit. So hope you liked it. Bottom line, yes, get your chicks from Tractor Supply, and you learn some good words that you can fool your friends and families with. Oh, and we got to see a juvenile chicken, maybe for the first time, sort of. It was more like the Bigfoot film. It's going to be all grainy and patchy. Maybe juveniles can't be filmed. Didn't think of that one. I said it was because no one wanted to film them. Maybe nobody can film them. Well, that's it. See you next time on Sierra Rescue Farm.